It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Hi, everybody. It's the Bob and Tom Show. We are here. We are live.
Very excited.
Deal with it.
Both you and I have songs stuck in our heads, so
Yeah.
I think Beer Run may have cleared it for us, though.
Oh, yeah.
You get that?
But
That earworm thing?
Oh, yeah.
I had a Todd Rundgren song stuck in my head, and that was Todd Snyder's. Hey, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
What's stuck in your head?
More stripes.
You.
Lucky you.
No. And you're wrong about this song you're about to play.
Hey, Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Chick.
Arnold.
Oh, yeah. How are you, man?
Underpants. Yep. Yellow belly. Oh, hey, Ace. Chick.
I'm okay.
Willie Griswold. And there's Tom, everybody. Hello, buddy.
It's great to be
How
here.
you doing? How can I help you today?
I'm in good shape here. We got a bunch of interesting stuff in the news. Great news if you're into wine and cheese.
Yeah, no joke. My life's been made.
Got a huge new study that is very pro-cheese, very pro-wine.
Okay.
I heard a long time ago you could survive very well on nothing but peanut butter and wine.
Are you serious?
That's what I heard.
Crunchy or smooth?
I don't know. I think I'm going to say either.
Okay, I don't approve of crunchy peanut butter.
I don't either.
And I don't approve of people who like it.
Wow.
Whoa, hey.
You know how I like to thin the herd.
Well, actually, ladies and gentlemen, you're here on a rare morning. Tom was expounding on many of his beliefs before we went in. And one of a cornerstone is that you don't like actual human beings in cartoons.
No. No, I don't like the ones where they have, like Roger Rabbit. I hated that. I'm a big cartoon lover, but that did not do anything for me.
That's one of my favorites.
There's a lot of good stuff in there.
No, there's not. Well, that's not what the topic is today. We have a weird, something that came up the other day.
No, there's not.
This is really interesting. We only have an English version of this, and I forget why we were talking about this, but gosh, I can't remember how maybe you'll help me here. We were talking about it in the various dating services, and you have a photograph in there.
Right.
And a friend of mine was using it, so we were looking at it together, and I was just marveling at how many of there's sort of certain consistencies. A guy standing there with his truck, or a guy with his dog, or a girl with her dog, whatever you want to say. There's a study in the UK, and they did a scientific study where they took the same dating profile and the same photograph, but they would have a different type of car in back of the guy.
Yeah, this is a fascinating story.
It is great.
It is.
And it's amazing which cars get the best response.
I just don't get this part. I'm not a car person.
Same here. What?
What's wrong with you people?
People care about what other people drive?
Hey,
Yes.
yeah, that's amazing. Look at those tires.
Hang on a second. Chick's not a car person, and yet he has probably the nicest car in the,
I know.
in the party.
Yeah, and he
Well,
always
he knows
does.
what he likes,
Well,
but he's a
I know
man of
what
style.
I like. I don't have 4 of them.
Hey, don't look at me.
I'm staring right at you, Daddy.
I don't care.
Mommy.
I'd have 6 if I had room.
The point being, it really is fascinating which cars are in. And this is in the UK. I'd love to see the American version of this.
Yeah, I would too.
But what does the study say about England?
Well, the people like their cars in England. My little figgy's huge in England.
He kept saying UK, and I was like, I'm stupid. Never mind. Go ahead.
Well, thank you. The distractions are helpful. The point is, would you? I would not have guessed the result, Christy. I'll tell you this: in that study, if you were in front of a guess, what kind of car would be number one by far?
I'd say Land Rover or Jeep, a British brand.
Close.
You're close.
Morris Minor. That's a
the
lesser
answer.
known car.
They're trying
The
to be
Chevy, I don't give a shit.
The Chevy, I don't give a shit.
coming from the.
That was out in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
I don't give a
Great on the highway.
Yeah.
Coming
Give a
from the
Chevy.
guy who's
do you remember?
the guy who's currently toying with his lover.
Do you remember
his hand?
the girl that put the selfie up on the dating site? It was up high, and in the background was her toilet.
Oh, yeah.
A recently used toilet. And you could see the
Sure.
the hot dog, whatever. Hey.
The answer is Tesla.
Why did you just give away the story?
I didn't give away the whole. That's just part of the story.
You gave away the whole
That's
story.
like the biggest reveal in the story.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I just think it's fascinating, and I'm very curious if someone should do this. Never mind. Obviously.
I think it's because people are very eco-minded. They are really worried about our.
I think it's a status thing,
Yeah, it's
and a
not
money thing.
That's what I think too.
No.
Driving a Tesla doesn't do anything for the environment. How do you think they charge the batteries?
here we go.
No, it's true. All these
Teslas
people are going,
don't-
I'm saving the earth in my Tesla. No, you're not.
Teslas
it's
don't-
still fossil fuel charging the
You
thing
can buy
90% of the time.
Tesla for not a lot of money.
Do you see England has hydrogen buses now, and you can charge them in like 5 minutes, or I don't know how hydrogen
I say
works,
build
but-
50 nukes and we'll figure out a place to store them. I can name several states right now.
Wow.
Downtown.
You know a state he doesn't include in that.
Michigan.
Everybody do the Michigan ride. Everybody likes the Michigan ride.
Everybody likes it.
So the number one show in the world
I know Top Gear,
is
right?
Top Gear.
Yeah.
In the
With,
world. ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
What's that guy's name? James May? He's the reassembler, too. He puts things together.
Okay, well, the point is, we'll get to that. So I thought it was really interesting, and obviously, Josh, you don't care about cars.
No, but that's okay. A lot of people do. So
No, what study would interest you when it came to something like a Tinder profile? What
How about
kind of
somebody
background?
includes their hopes and dreams and fears?
Nah,
and,
why do you care about that?
wants?
yeah, I'm a nerd. I would be way more interested in what words attracted other people.
Well,
and stuff like that.
and of course, you,
Wait,
you
hold-
have
hold-
to.
What words?
Sure, like whatever they put in their bio,
use,
like
yeah.
what kind of
The
bio.
Oh, like I think you'd probably like a woman that says, I like long walks on the beach, rides in classic convertibles, sodomy.
Yeah, see, sodomy would be a trigger word for me in a positive way.
Anything else you would look at this sensitive profile that you're searching for?
Sure, whether or not she uses an Oxford comma would be important to me. And
Very important.
yes. Whether or not she uses all correct capitalization and punctuation, not
Yes.
text speak, and her jugs. Yeah,
Are you pro Oxford comma or
I am.
against?
I am pro Oxford comma.
I am too.
You have to.
Really?
It's logical.
Yeah. No.
Well,
Who cares about it? Get rid of it. I don't got time for that. I got and right there, buddy. What are you talking about?
I'm all about you are for your. Okay,
Yes.
let's do it.
I got and there. I got butt there.
Jeff Oskay on our staff yesterday, he and I were texting back and forth. And yes, Jeff, I'm going to call you out right now.
Oh, boy.
He replied with K to something I said.
Instead of okay?
Oh, no.
Yeah. I was like,
I do that
I
all
didn't
the
know I was
time.
talking to my 13-year-old niece.
do that with my kids
You're
all the
allowed
time.
to do it. You're a woman, and you're
Okay.
talking to your kids.
Right.
A grown man texting another grown man, K, unacceptable.
You know what I do? You've ever noticed I always use the full spelled out okay.
Yeah.
I do too.
O-A-K-Y, because I am taking the time.
I sent him a text with significant details and questions about a medical issue. Okay. That's
You got a full okay, though?
I got a full okay.
I said, that's gross, Jeff. And he said, well, I'm in the bathroom. I'm typing with one hand.
BobandTom.com/live. You can see the handsome visage of our guest, Pat McGann, comedian. You may have seen him. Sebastian Maniscalco presents Pat McGann when Mom's going to be home. And we also have Willie G here. Let's see. On his way to Kentucky, it's Josh Arnold, Christy Lee, and Pat Godwin. Pat, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Good morning. All right. Thanks for having me.
Hi, Pat. Good to see you.
You know, when I was a kid, we had a guy. His last name was McGann, and he was a big weightlifter guy, and we all called him something McGann, the no neck man. That's right. Well, because he was a big
that right?
weightlifter guy, he had no neck. See?
Oh, all right.
Where's your neck?
Why'd you call him something?
You
Well,
wanna
his
say his
name was,
first
I
name?
think, Chris or something, but I didn't want to say that.
Pat,
He might be out there.
I imagine in school you would get Pat McGroin.
Oh,
You know what? I did hear that a couple times. And then Pat McGann.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, there you go.
But I didn't hear that one until a little bit later.
Okay, sure. Now, I'm trying to remember. I remember a little bit about you. You are a family guy. Got lots of kids, right?
Yeah, we have 3 kids, which was like the perfect number to be stuck with. Because, you know, my wife used to text me like, I wish we had 4 sometimes. And I'd be like, sometimes I wish we had 2.
Oh, tell it, brother.
I would never say which ones, though. Never say which ones. So that's always,
Yeah.
it's always changing.
I bet.
Well, you're setting down, Pat. Tom has 7 kids.
yes. Well,
But
two
Pat,
separate
this
lives.
week I am having a sale. Get your wife on the phone. Mid-20s. That's all I'm going to say.
Toddlers must go.
Could probably help you cut the grass.
Yeah, right.
Pat McGann is our guest. Pat's a distinguished comedian. And how did you do during the pandemic? Have you been holed up in your Chicago digs the whole time?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, it was insane, just like everyone else, you know. At first I was, you know, my whole act is about being married and having kids. Like I complain about it. Meanwhile, I was traveling the whole time, you know. But now I have some stuff to say. Now I was home. I was with the kids that everyone was worried about the kids. It's like, worry about the kids. They were sober this whole year. Right? The kids are worried about us.
Yeah.
But they were in school all year, which was good because they go to a Catholic school and they don't care about science, right? They're like, we're good. We're doing the Our Father. Tell Fauci. We're doing the morning prayer every day at 8:05.
So they were in school.
They were in school, yeah. They took their
Wow.
temperature every morning, with a digital thermometer. Thank God, right?
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
imagine if there was a pandemic when we were growing up? We would have been lined up around the block. Just
Yeah. They keep them in the.
front, just lined at the.
Yeah. Now I know you've also done some late night TV in your career. What was your first late night show? Was it Letterman or Conan or what was it?
The first one was Letterman.
Do you remember the first joke you told on Letterman?
The first joke I told, I had a lot of stuff about my wife being pregnant, and I had a thing about birth announcements, like sending out the weight, like it's a girl, 8 pounds. Like what are we supposed to do with this information? I just send a note back. Congratulations, love Pat, 6'1", 195 pounds. So I'm like, are we supposed to file that away and like keep track of it? Like, hey, how much does your daughter weigh now? Just updating my files.
Great joke. Yeah, often people can remember their very first joke on late night because they spent a career getting ready for it and walking out there. Now, we're speaking once again with Pat McGann. He's back on the road, and you'll be going out with your friend Sebastian Maniscalco, who is huge and great. And was it weird for you to walk out? Because he was playing Madison Square Garden, for God's sake. You were playing some huge rooms. That had to be a little bit scary at first.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would always get nerves when we were doing some of the bigger venues, but you also get fired up. It's really not lost on me, especially now after everything, after the pandy. Is anyone calling it the pandy, by the way?
I don't think that took off.
Let's do it.
No, that didn't stick. Whatever. No, it's like I feel now like another shot at it, like just real grateful and excited about maybe soaking it in a little bit more.
Yeah, this is not a comedic fishing expedition here, but I was reading something yesterday, and it would seem that, or I guess I'm asking, is anyone going to want to see a movie about the pandemic? Because I'm not.
No, I don't.
I don't want to see the rom-com where the two people meet and then finally take the masks off or whatever it's going to be.
Well, they've made them.
Well, yeah, and then I saw a thing yesterday about some major band's new song, and it's all about masks and pen. I just I don't want to see this video.
I had a problem with This Is Us when they started wearing masks during that. I mean, I was like, no, I don't want to be into reality right now. I don't need that.
It'll be interesting to see. Although I do enjoy jokes about it. Thank you very much. I just don't. I'm curious. Like I said,
Fair question. Yeah.
I started watching this music video and I thought this is a day late and $1 short. No one cares about this anymore. Maybe send it to a foreign country where they're still masked up. I don't know. Pat, it's been great talking to you. Anything else going on in your life we need to know about? Number 4 on the way.
No. We're good. I don't even know how you have as many. Like I have neighbors that are each one of 11. Like that's when people were optimistic in this country, right? They're like, things are awesome. We won that war. Let's bang it out. Now it's like, let's not. This is expensive and pretty. I don't even know how you have 11 like that night. Having number 11, like, what do you even like? Hey, babe, I got 6 of them down. Get these other 4 tuckered out.
I'm gonna have at you.
I'm gonna wear you out. Once we get these 10 kids.
Wow, that's a good point.
All right,
3 of them are in the bed. You want to do it or not? Bite the pillow. You want to win elections in this town? You want a packed house on Christmas Eve? We're at 11. Makes sense. We got a 3-bedroom house.
Hey, Pat, let's talk again soon, okay? I really enjoyed seeing you again.
Have fun.
Great seeing you guys. Thanks for having me.
Mr. McGann, McGann. Check him out. Now, we got to move forward here with something. We've just started featuring this. This show has many faults, and we certainly fail to mention many things, and that's where this new segment comes in, featuring Jeff Oskay from our staff. There he is on the big screen. Oh, suspenders. That's nice.
Very nice.
Yes, sir.
Jeff looks like a hill man who has been...
A hill man.
A hill man.
The hell?
What is a hill man?
hill
All
people.
right, it's time. Time now for
Go, baby, go.
failed to mention news. With me, Jeff Oskay. On the Bob and Tom Show. That's right.
Here's Jeff Oskay.
Okay, good.
What I do here is sometimes we give you the news story, but we don't give you the entire news story. So what I'm here to do is fill in our listeners with the news that you all failed to mention.
Okay.
What you failed to mention news. Jeff Oskay.
Redundant.
Scientists claim a new style of drinking straw is the instant cure for hiccups. What you failed to mention, scientists also claim an old style of wine cork is the instant cure for the farts. A body found floating in a Japanese harbor turned out to be a sex doll. What you failed to mention, technically any body found floating in a harbor can be a sex doll.
The media.
40 cows recently escaped from an LA slaughterhouse. What you failed to mention, after sitting on the 405 for a couple hours, they decided to go back.
A lot of traffic.
It gets clogged.
Yes.
The beer company Coors is offering a new alcoholic hard seltzer ice cream. What you failed to mention, it won't be long before cops hear only 2 scoops, Ossifer, when asking motorists how much they've had to drink tonight. In Thailand, an elephant broke through a woman's kitchen wall. What you failed to mention, he was just looking for some Kool-Aid. And an anonymous diner in New Hampshire left a waitress a $16,000 tip. What you failed to mention, how big her breasts were. There's a pizzeria in Ohio offering a new cicada pizza. What you failed to mention, it sounds to me like they're just trying to hide a bug issue.
Roaches, cicada thing over.
Yeah.
Over.
All right.
How about that Jimmy Carter? What?
Researchers are saying that animals may laugh, but they don't actually know for sure. What you failed to mention, maybe they should have picked a show other than 2 Broke Girls to use for their experiment.
What you failed to mention news. Jeff Oskay.
A company is now offering human composting for dead loved ones. They take the deceased and compost them over the next few months before returning the new composted soil to the family. What you failed to mention, the tomatoes Dad grew this year were way better than any tomatoes he grew while he was alive. There we go. Fire damaged a water slide in New Jersey. What you failed to mention, I'm going to have to assume all the bronzer and tanner left on the slide led to a self-combustion situation. The only thing worse than a water slide on fire is seeing a boat on fire. Oh, isn't that depressing? Just sitting there surrounded by the thing it needs to be saved. They can't get it the 4 feet into your flaming boat. It couldn't be any closer, yet at the same time, further away. It's kind of like a metaphor for when you have a crush on your cousin.
That's hot.
A Disney visitor on the Living with the Land ride jumped out of the boat and stole a cucumber. What you failed to mention, I bet you $100 this hillbilly takes cucumbers off of her salad every time. Just sets them in a dirty ashtray on the table. And
You failed to mention news. Jeff Oskay.
finally, the Tiger King is coming out with his own line of weed. What you failed to mention, Tiger King marijuana is a gateway drug. You go from smoking Mary Jane to smoking your buddy Kevin.
Here we go.
And
To mention news.
I'm Jeff Oskay, and I'm out of here.
Christie's at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. This is the home of the track phone hotline, and we're not eating steaks right now, but if we were, they'd be Omaha steaks.
Yes,
At
they
the
would.
Ace Cosby Joke of the Day desk. What are you? Or do you already have the chicken over there?
No.
Okay. I can't see what you're doing with your hands.
I'm writing.
Pop, I brought you in the
Whoa.
chicken.
Excuse me. You're writing?
It's the second book.
Are you writing another joke?
Well, that one's written.
Rules that sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Why did the chicken cross the playground?
Why?
To get to the other slide.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
What are you laughing at?
The ridiculousness of that.
The nerve it took
Yes.
to do that.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.